Yeah.
I feel like it's just the
Can you visualize the win? Yeah, I feel it. I feel very confident. There's really no anxiety about losing in my mind. You know, I feel like a champion already. I just gotta go out there and do exactly what I did through training camp, and it's gonna happen.
I think you were expected to contend for the title when you came here to Bellator, but you know, with it being here, how do you feel? I mean, is it an exciting moment for you? Does it feel like a big opportunity?
Yeah, it's huge. These are the moments that you dream about as a fighter, to be a world champion. And you know, Lima is a world-class competitor. Even though he's never fought in the UFC, I could see him competing against champions in UFC any day. So you know, I took this fight very serious, trained very hard for this, and I'm ready to take what's mine.
How much tape did you study on? Because I imagine, you know, before coming over here, he probably wasn't on your radar. So how much of his old footage did you go back and watch?
I've watched a few of his fights. I'm not a huge footage guy, but I've definitely seen him fight, kind of understand how he moves a little bit, and that's pretty much all I need, and then I just focus on myself.
I've seen a lot of people saying that, you know, the winner of this fight has a rightful claim to say #1 welterweight in the world. Do you feel like that's accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I already beat the other one, so just got to take this one. I think with the right performance, I think it'll be a clear picture in people's minds who's the best.
Rory, what was your reaction when I guess Scott said that Shale versus Rampage was the main event and then not you guys?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. You know, what can I say? Every time you fight for a world championship, you know, fighters, they take pride, or you know, it's a special moment to be a main event of your world title fight. So it's an unfortunate part of it, but I'm not going to let it take my focus away on what my job is, you know, getting that title.
Were you surprised?
Yeah, totally out of the blue. Didn't see it coming. I found out through an interview. I didn't even find out from anyone, you know, from Bellator or anything like that. So it was a total shocker. Didn't really know how to take it, understand why the decision was made. But after, you know, hearing why and everything, I just, you know, it's their business. It's how they want to run things. My business is in the cage, so I'm focused on that.
Rory, do you think that there's an element here of MMA starting to be WWE-like in terms of those two being very much larger-than-life characters and, you know, kind of pushing that it's more entertainment than sport, and that's why this is happening?
I'm not sure why their decision is to put Chael and Rampage there, if it's that. But I see what you're saying. It's getting to the point where it's the newer fans are expecting drama, and that's why that's half of the entertainment for them is the build-up and the drama between the guys, and less so the martial arts aspect of it. Me, I'm focused on the martial arts. Not a dramatic guy, and you know, I get it, but I think, you know, the main focus should be on the martial arts and the way the fighters are going about in the cage, not so much outside.
Thank you.
What was the reason they gave you when you spoke to them?
Ratings. I think they don't want people turning the channel if the fight before me is not good. But, yeah, that's the one I got.
Did you share your disappointment with Scockelberg?
Pardon?
Did you share your disappointment with Scockelberg?
No, I haven't talked to him yet. You know, it's not something I want to get into an argument with, or, you know, have a discussion with someone and then they tell me something that's going to affect me negatively. I'm in a positive space right now. I'm focused on going out there and doing my thing, and, you know, I'm just staying in that mind frame. I'm not going to get distracted with all these political things and decisions made about the promotion. You know, like I said, my business is the fighting, so I'm going to just focus on that.
Douglas' last fight was heavily criticized as not being exciting. Do you anticipate he'll be taking more risks in your fight because of that?
I don't know. I have no. I'm not guessing what he's gonna do. I just know what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna carry that out. If he, whatever he does, if he throws something wild, I'll be ready for it, whatever it is. So I take what I see, what's in front of me. I don't try to make plans for what may or may not happen.
What do you see in a fighter like Douglas?
I think he's a large guy. I think that's the first thing you see when you see him. But he's athletic, he's strong, and he hits hard. I think those are his biggest keys.
What's your favorite?
You said you might want to move up in weight. Are you still planning on doing that?
Yeah. Whenever I get a shot, if I win this welterweight title, I'd be really happy to fight for the middleweight title.
You said, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that you might move up as far as heavyweight. Is that true?
Yeah, if the right opportunity came, like that Grand Prix was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that's going to happen by the sounds of things from Scott, but I always wanted to do a tournament style in my career, so hopefully that comes along, middleweight or welterweight or something like that.
I think that would be fascinating to watch you go up in weight.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to go up in weight. I have plans, and I've told Scott and Bellator that I want to fight for the middleweight title, so they know that. So we'll see when the timing is right, if it plays out.
Right on.
So you're saying that if someone dropped down to the heavyweight tournament and you were needed at the 11th hour, you'd step in there and fight anyone?
Yeah.
It's a baller move.
It'd be interesting.
If Chael could do it, I feel like I could do
You
it.
look bigger
Because
than him
I
this
think I could
morning.
beat Chael.
You look bigger than he did this morning.
I don't know about that, but
All right, guys, one or two more?
Can you describe how you're going to beat him?
I think it could be either submission or knockout. I think a lot of the times when I fight, when I'm hitting someone, I've noticed that they kind of almost give in to the submission, so it's there. So either or. If I get the knockout, I'm happy. But most of the time, usually guys turn their backs or give something up where I put them out with a submission.
Hey, Rory, curious, what's the motivation behind the willingness to go up multiple weight classes for a lot of guys now in this current landscape? It's more business as opposed to risk reward. They rather reward high, low risk. But with you moving up multiple weight classes with a desire with that, where's that coming from?
It's competition. Testing myself against larger men. I think my skills stack up against guys bigger than me. So it's just more of a personal test, and something I've always wanted to do. I always grew up with the old school mentality of, when UFC first happened, there was all shapes and sizes competing against each other, and that's one of the most intriguing things in martial arts is using skill against size and strength. So I feel like I'm at a place in my career and in my training that I can do something successfully against larger people.
What do you make of the landscape right now? Like what I mentioned about the reward risk part in general in all combat sports?
With risk, there is reward. So, I'm willing to risk it. I'm a risky guy, I guess.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Roy.
Thank you, Rory.